Today's Tuesday, it's the 26th of September 2023, and we've just had a fantastic weekend in the UK to celebrate Leon and Serena's birthdays. But I'm back in Mallorca now, and well, Anita stayed there for a few days more. She couldn't resist staying. Anyway, here's some news, and I'm going to start off with ETIAS. ETIAS is the visa waiver that the European Union are going to be bringing in to control people coming into the country. In the last report I said that it was going to be coming in 2024, and the official site still says that. However, I've read in two newspapers, and I've just searched on Wikipedia, and Wikipedia confirms this, that a spokesman has actually said from the EU that it won't be introduced until May 2025. So the panic's off. We don't need to be worrying about that, and we can wait until the summer holidays of 2025, and even then, who knows. The reason for the delay seems to be in the entry-exit system. That's this electronic system that will allow data to be collected from your passport. So you put your passport in, and it will take the data from that, and you'll have your photograph taken and your fingerprints taken. That isn't in place in many places, and that delay seems to be causing the delay in ETIAS being put forward. But the UK, well, they've got their own version. It's going to be called ETA, ETA. That's the Electronic Travel Authorisation. And theirs actually starts in October, but they're going to phase it in, and it only affects certain countries. So if you're a Qatari national, then you're the ones that are going to start it off in October, and then as November comes along, more countries will be added: Bahrain, Jordan, Kuwait, Oman, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE. So yeah, is it tit for tat? Well, I suppose so, but that was what Brexit was all about, wasn't it? It was about controlling the borders. Another thing which sounds like a little bit of tit for tat is that the Red Arrows were supposed to be having a display in Mallorca today, Tuesday the 26th of September. And it's been published in the local newspaper here, and people have been invited to go over, pay for a trip to Majorca to watch the Red Arrows do this fly past, meet some of the pilots, have a bit of a reception with them. It was going to be a spectacular event. Well, yesterday, the day before the event, the whole thing was cancelled. And well, I'm not absolutely sure, but it seems to be because the Red Arrows were going to fly from there and fly back to Gibraltar. And Gibraltar is still a little bit of a hot potato between the UK and Spain. Some holiday news, well, spending news. One of the big hotel groups, Fergus, has chosen to spend 20 million euros in Magaluf. One of the big hotels that they have there, which is the BH Majorca, is actually going to be converted into 3 other establishments with family and premium tourists in mind. It's a huge amount of money to be spent in Magaluf, and it'll mean there's going to be a lot of work going on there. We, of course, will be down there having a look to see what's going on at the BH Magaluf during the winter time, and also the Tropico, which we know is going to be undergoing some renovations during the winter. But we'll be out and about and having a look around Palma Nova and Magaluf as the months proceed. During July and June, there were a record number of flights at the Palma airport, and lots of tourists on the island, record numbers of tourists. That seems as though we're going to continue into the winter, and the airport authority are saying that we're going to have even more flights in the winter than we've had ever before, and it means we're going to have more winter tourisms. That's encouraged some of the hoteliers to say that they're going to be staying open. This really is places like Playa de Palma, Alcudia, Campicafort, Cala Millor, and the hotels here cater mainly for the German market. So sorry to those people in the UK, it probably won't be advertised so much in the UK. Cruise ships have been coming and going all through this year, and apparently 1.65 million passengers have arrived by cruise liner. That's on 482 ships. Still down on the 2019 figures, where 1.8 million arrived on 542 ships. But still a huge addition to the local economy when all of these ships come in and the passengers get off and spend some of their money here. What could they spend it on? Well, if you're coming at the end of October, then Halloween is in full swing, and lots of places are putting on Halloween parties. Big favourite has always been the Pirates. That's where they sort of start their shutdown for the winter season, and they've always had a big Halloween party. New kid on the block is Leo in Palma, right on the front. Used to be Tito's Palace. Well, they've got their first ever Halloween party in Mallorca, so that sounds exciting. BCM in Magaluf, that's going to be having a big party too. And then several other places, the Social Club in Mallorca, Decopolis, which is a music club, the Gringos, which is also at Pirates, that's going to be going on. And then some Spanish places, which are Esgremi Music Centre and Esmoli del Descompte. So lots of things going on for Halloween. I think we'll probably be staying in. Not our sort of thing, Halloween, so, well, we'll see, you never know. Other news, wild goats are on the rampage apparently in different parts of the island, and in the past I've seen them, and they can be quite menacingly huge things, some of the goats here, almost the size of donkeys, and you get one of those in front of you in the car, then you let it pass. Well, they seem to be causing a problem in the Andratx and Camp de Mar area, and they're being forced out of the mountains because of the lack of water, because of the drought that we've been having up until the last few weeks. And they've been coming down in search of not only food but water as well, and entering private gardens and drinking out of the swimming pools. I've seen in some parts where they've put fences close to the motorways so that the goats don't easily get onto the motorway. That would be very dangerous indeed. Motorways and roads around Majorca have become clogged up totally. It doesn't seem to be possible to go out of the house without ending up in a traffic jam. I went shopping yesterday and hadn't gone very far before I hit slow moving or even stationary traffic. Maybe the main reason for this is that the number of vehicles entering Majorca has doubled since 2019. So between 2019 and the current year, they've gone from 282,000 to 633,000 cars entering the island. Ever likely there's car going past now. Ever likely there's a lot of hold-ups on the road. There's other suggestions to relieve that, and I'm waiting to see which one actually comes on. The one I read this morning is that they're going to put different speed limits on different parts of the motorway in the ring road that goes around Palma. At the moment it's all 80 kilometers per hour, which just seems very, very slow for a three-lane motorway. They are suggesting that they're going to have in different sections different speeds. Originally they were going to abolish it altogether and just put it back to 120 kilometers per hour. Whether that would solve the problem, I'm not sure. I was driving in from the Inca motorway to join the ring road yesterday, and I was in a lane and there were cars trying to enter from my left and from my right, and that's a pure bottleneck, and whatever they do to speed limits, you're not going to cure that. So well, I'll wait and see what happens on there. Football news, well, Mallorca not doing so well, that's the news. They lost 5-3 against Girona at the weekend. They were 5-1 down, and then Abdon Prats came on and, well, tried to save the day by scoring 2 goals. Well done, Abdon. He is very much a firm favourite with the locals here. He's a local lad, and he's our top goal scorer now. Who'd have believed that? Well, hopefully he can bag a few tonight. We're playing, Barcelona, and well, fingers crossed we'll come out with something from tonight's match that I'm sure most pundits are going to say we don't stand a chance. It's going to be a sellout crowd. We're going to have to go to the match early. It's a 9:30 start local time, 8:30 UK time, and if you can find a streaming service to watch it, then I'm sure it's going to be a great match to watch. We're quite excited. Anita's going to miss it. She's going to have to watch it on the TV in the UK, so Adam's coming with me. So yeah, fingers crossed for tonight. By the time this video goes up, we'll already know the result, and I'm just hoping it's not going to be a Newcastle score. Okay, enough said. And now just a little bit on the weather. I read that we've had record rainfall in the recent weeks. We've had some mega storms, lots and lots of rain, and it is typical at the end of August, beginning of September for these storms. It's called the gota fria, the cold drop. And it happened. The temperatures are much more pleasant. I'm sitting outside now, it's 25 degrees Celsius, and the weather forecast for the rest of the week is pretty much sun all the way. Temperatures, it'll go up a little bit today, probably 26, 27 degrees, and that's how it's going to stay right up through to the weekend and into next week. So pleasant weather ahead, and it's nice and settled, and hopefully will stay that way for some time. That's all for now, so thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye for now.